Let's go next to our caller from Country Code 49. Country Code 49. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, David. My name is Corey. I'm calling from, well, I live in Heidelberg, Germany, but I'm on vacation in Meppen, Germany, which is the northwest corner, which is about 10 minutes from the Netherlands, right at the
That
North
sounds
Sea.
nice. What's the
Yeah,
situation there from the standpoint of the
uh,
virus?
I'm actually at a family resort right now looking at I'm in a sports bar drinking a beer, and I'm looking at families separated from each other. And yeah, it's kind of weird because we decided to take this jump because we've been not really stuck in our house, but, we've been playing it safe since mid-March, since you guys have.
Yeah.
And yeah, we decided to just do it, and we're here, and we're doing what we can. We wear masks where we can, but Germany's doing quite well. We only had five, I think 6 deaths yesterday, and that sounds terrible. When you say, oh, only had 5 or 6 deaths, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the U.S. had
So
1,300 yesterday, so it's a dramatic difference.
yeah, right. So I've been listening to you since the Joe Rogan podcast. You've been on Joe Rogan a couple times, and I'm a big fan since then. I'm obsessive, really, with listening to you every day. I listen to you as I jog every day, and just I agree with so much of your energy and your soul and where you're coming from. And I'm so happy that I got a Twitter notification today, and I'm on vacation. I was like, I got to call in because it's the first time I've ever found out when to call. So
Right.
really what I wanted to tell you was that we're doing good here. I'm actually going to the Netherlands tomorrow to do some shopping, come back across the border. There's no restrictions. Everything's wide open. We're doing fine here. I don't feel, I'm super nervous about everything in the United States right now. I work for as a contracted employee with NATO, and I think I understand your feelings about the military presence or police state across the world. I think I have a pretty good understanding of your take on that. But what's really got me scared is obviously that he wins 4 more years, but I could lose my job over this whole thing with him just being pissed off with Merkel and saying, I'm going to take everybody out because I don't like her. I'm going to take everybody out of Germany and put them in who knows where he wants to put them. I think it's just a veiled threat at this point. But I've never really understood your feeling about NATO as a whole. You've never really expressed that. I've never really heard you say it. I know that you're against the quote-unquote police state, but how do you feel about NATO in general?
I don't have any particular problem with the idea of organizations like NATO. I think the devil is in the implementation, but I think in a theoretical framework, shared defense agreements are reasonable. They make sense. We have an increasingly globalized world. We often say at the country level, there are some problems that are too big for anybody but government to solve. And that's why libertarian ideas sort of fall short. Like there are some things, big regulatory things, that you just need the power of government. When you've got a multi-billion-dollar corporation, government is what you need in order to regulate it. And even beyond that, when you have multinationals and problems that span across multiple countries, you need some kind of higher infrastructure, and something NATO-like is fine. That doesn't mean I necessarily agree with everything NATO does or every one of NATO's actions, including, we could go back to the Clinton era or whatever, but I have no problem with frameworks like NATO in principle.
Yeah, I think I get your feeling on that. It's just, for me, it's just it's like a 2 or 3 year old tantrum right now with him, with Trump against Merkel, and that's what bothers me the most. It's just so petty, and yeah, there's issues with NATO for sure, but I'm married to a German lady, and I've been here for 10 years, since 2005, off and on, but a total of 10 years. And I just bought a house here, and I'm so disgusted with what's happening stateside that I'm pretty much making my life here at this point. I was ready to move back. I had all these plans to moving back in 2016, and then my mindset just completely shifted, and sadly it shifted. We had already planned on moving back, but anyways, David, I'm going to listen to you every day. I hope to continue the conversation with you. You're doing great things. I've turned you on to a bunch of people. keep doing the great work, man.
All right, Corey from Germany. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words and the phone call from Germany.